I would like to start with a question for the audience. Who before this evening's event has ever heard of Denny Dowse?
Denny Dowse is not a household name. She was never in People magazine or on Entertainment Tonight during her lifetime, but she was a huge success in her life. While some of you may not recognize her name, you may recognize her face. She practiced her craft, acting at every opportunity. She mentored, she taught, she directed, she performed, she lived her life, she loved her life, she took wing and soared. And we are now excited to introduce via video fellow thespian and 76er Mike Murphy, who was our Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof and performed in many productions here at Woodson with Denny, including Of Mice and Men.
Hello, Woodson High School. In 1530, the word scholar and ship were put together to form the word scholarship. And the meaning of this new word was the vessel that held the achievements, the qualities, and the character of a scholar. And that's what we're here tonight for, is the formation of the 2023 Denise Dowse Scholarship Fund. Now, in 1975, this picture of me, I like to call me upstaging Denny with googly eyes. It's not very scholarly, and I am sure that there is no scholarship named after me coming in the future, if that makes sense. Anyway, we were young, we were just having fun, we were pretty much oblivious, and we were trying to chart waters to our success, to use a nautical reference, but most of the time we were just dog paddling. Denny and I had a lot in common. We were both military brats. We were both born in Hawaii. We were both stationed in Northern Virginia, and we both were performers in the Robert Frost Junior High School's production of Calamity Jane. Then Denny and I were together for 4 years at Woodson High School in the drama school there. We were taught by Joan Bettinger, who was probably one of the best drama coaches I ever had. We did scene study together. We did improvisational. We were in Amen, Amen, etc., The Lion Who Wouldn't. And then Denny and I were cast in Of Mice and Men. Our ships, they went in opposite directions of our original desires. And I ended up an actor on stage in New York City, and Denny ended up an actress in Hollywood and movies and television, and she also did stage work, but we went in the opposite direction of our original goals.
As her time in high school was coming to a close, Denny applied to the Naval Academy, and the first year women were accepted. But then she had to ask herself the big question: the Navy to honor her Navy dad, or theater for her? As Denny said, I chose me, and theater it was, which, by the way, was one of the very few times she ever put herself first. Denny went to Los Angeles in 1987, intending to stay for only a few weeks. She wanted to go to New York and work on Broadway. After some convincing, she decided to stay and try her hand at movies and television. She worked as an extra for several movies and television shows before she was tapped to have a few lines in the television show Alf. And with that, Denny was off and running. She guest starred on many TV shows over the years, including Judging Amy, The West Wing, The Practice, Grey's Anatomy, ER, The X-Files, Party of Five, Gilmore Girls, News Radio, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Chicago Hope, Imposters, Saving Grace, The Closer with Tom Selleck, Insecure with Issa Rae, Stumptown with Michael Ealy, and Castle with Nathan Fillion. She also had recurring roles as Miss Yvonne Teasley on Beverly Hills 90210, as Judge Rebecca Danson on The Guardian, and obviously many more we have failed to mention. And now, directly from Beverly Hills 90210, not the show, but the location, is Randy Duncan, another proud alumni of Woodson High School and Denny's good friend.
Hey there, Randy Duncan here. Seems like yesterday that I had the privilege of being in Godspell with Denny and many of you there this evening. I so wish I was there with you all tonight, celebrating the life of an amazing, gifted, talented human being, our very dear friend, the amazing Denny Dowse, who we lost too soon. You may recognize the building behind me as Beverly Hills High School, where Mrs. Teasley offered personal and counseling advice to Dylan, Brandon, Brenda, Kelly, or one of the other characters on the show.
If you had given us sufficient notice, perhaps your spaces on the bus could have been filled from the long waiting list of students who would have been happy to join us at the Alvarado Street School today. But at this point, unless you have a note from your doctor saying that you have pneumonia, and I want to see that chest x-ray, I expect to see each and every one of your smiling faces on that bus. And I mean immediately, if not sooner.
What I'm most proud of as far as my career goes is that I'm a working actor. I'm not the name you know, I'm the face you know. I'm that steady, constant working character actor, which I never thought I'd be. I keep always be the diva. Somebody's got to be the character actor.
Denny began directing theater in LA in 1995 with Long Time Since Yesterday, for which she received the 1995 NAACP Image Award and the Dramalog Award for Best Director. She followed that up with with directing The Chest, for which she received the 1996 NAACP Image Award for Best Director. She continued directing for the next 25 plus years.
In 1997, Denny became the resident director for the Amazing Grace Conservatory in Los Angeles, whose mission is to train and develop emerging artists and at-risk youth in the performing and digital arts, offering a well-rounded education in a nurturing environment. And Denny sure could nurture. She was a mentor, giving her students the confidence to try everything and the determination to succeed in whatever they chose to do. She helped them build their dreams and build their careers within the world of film and live theater. Actors, directors, and producers, some of whom you may know. Some of her students opted to pursue other careers, and they have given AGC and Denny credit for giving them the courage to pursue their dreams. While she was giving her all to AGC, she still found time to direct and act in the theater in LA and New York. I think we mentioned she was tireless.
Denny directed many short and independent films, and her last dream was to direct a major motion picture. Screenwriter and executive producer Erica Nicole Malone gave her the opportunity to direct Remember Me, the Mahalia Jackson story, which can now be seen on Netflix and Hulu. As with everything she did in her life, she had the cast and crew dancing and pushing the envelope. She wanted everyone to take wing and soar, dare to dream. Denny danced through life, and everything she did was part of her dream. She had a prolific career on stage, television, and movies. She acted with some of the best actors in the industry.
On March 23rd of this year, Denny was honored alongside none other than the amazing Angela Lansbury, a legend of TV, movies, and theater, with the Los Angeles Women's Theater Festival's Infinity Award, joining past honorees Olympia Dukakis and Diane Carroll. Having been a part of this event, I've learned about the dynamic, talented, and giving person who was Denny Dowse. Her mantras, which transcend the performing arts, quote, know your lines, be on time, enunciate, and pick up the phone. I know I will carry these forward and try to soar as Denny did. In fact, we want to share with you a message from Denny herself about her pick up the phone mantra.
Hello, my love muffins. Happy Friday, April 3rd. It's been a minute. You know that I have a tendency to hibernate without the virus. And unfortunately, I've been sick for about 2.5 weeks. Got a really gnarly stomach flu, but thanks to Nurse Tracey, my sister, I'm on the other side of it. I just wanted to reach out to say hello and to say I love you all. And what I've learned in the last 2.5 weeks is that texting isn't always the answer. I've had a lot of folks from my high school and college reach out, and it's been amazing. But what's been even more special is picking up the phone and hearing the voice on the other end. So I know in this crazy time we don't always have the time, but if you do have the time, pick up the phone and just say hello, I love you, I miss you. it speaks volumes and it means a lot. It's meant a lot to me. And I'm sending you my love. I'm wishing that you and yours are safe and that my sister's phone would not ding while I'm recording. It's been some crazy times, but we're going to make it through this, and we will be better and stronger because of it. Have a great weekend. I love you all.
And now we come to Act 3.
Which brings us to the present and the future. We, the class officers, teammates, thespians, friends, and most importantly, family, wish to present the Denny Project. This event is not only to remember Denny and introduce her to those of you who never knew her, but to create a legacy which honors her gifts as classmate, friend, talent, leader, mentor, and sister. We have worked closely with her sister Tracey, who was Denny's best friend, coach, mentor, and rock from the beginning of this journey.
Now it is my great pleasure and honor to introduce Denny's big sister, Tracey, who knew and loved her through 65 years of highs and lows. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Tracey Dowse.
This has been an evening, and I know you're hearing my voice and you're hearing hers. So it has been very uplifting for me, sad too, to actually have to do this. I miss her very much. And I'm the person who convinced her to stay in LA because I knew the struggle she would have on Broadway. And she had a prolific career. And she touched everybody with such warmth and generosity, including me. I have the envelopes here. So, Hannah, you are one of the recipients.
Hannah
Quasi. Okay.
You still need to sign
I
it.
still
Don't
need
give
to
it
sign.
away.
Yeah,
So
I
you
still need to
sign
sign
it.
it. And Lacey, you are our second recipient for this year. Is she here?
She's actually working.
Oh, okay.
She's actually up there working on the lights and sound.
Well, Lacey, I was going to say, somebody can let her come down. Thank you so much. I still have to sign them, okay? But congratulations to both of you. And to Woodson High School, thank you very much. I hope that we will be doing, I know we will be doing this again next year. And I know that the dollar amounts will be larger. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for attending.